welcome to Homeschool-ology. Welcome back to school week. All week long, me and a bunch of moms here on YouTube have been sharing how we get ready for a new school year and all the things that are involved with back to school. This collaboration is hosted by Ashley at Dash of Home. I'm linking her channel down below along with the playlist link for today's videos in the description. And this video today is going to be our curriculum choices. I have done videos on this before, so I'm not going to go real in depth. I'm just going to kind of show you for each child what we're going to be using because I have done this video before. There have been a few things that have changed, so I will be making note of those for you guys. But if you want to see, you know, kind of more in depth, kind of more of me talking about each one, head on down to the description and I have linked below the videos for 7th grade, 3rd grade, and preschool because that's the levels that we'll be having next year. So today's video is just going to be me, you know, kind of breezing through what we're going to be using for the new school year. I think I'm going to start preschool and work my way up. Preschool has been our biggest change, the ones that I've changed the most. So I am going to still pick up Dash of reading, or Dash into reading, Dash into happy, and Dash into poetry is a new one that they've come out with since I did that video. I am going to pick up all three of those. I haven't picked them up quite yet. Budget wise, and we're not using them yet, so I'm waiting until it gets a little bit closer to pick those up, but those we will be using in this coming school year. And then in my video I did say we were going to be using Blossom and Root early years. The more I look at this, the more I'm not sure that this is exactly what I'm looking for, but we'll see. I am going to still try it out because I've really been wanting to try this out, but I did go ahead and pick up level 1 from the Blossom and Root to see if maybe that was kind of a better fit for what I was looking for. And then since I filmed that video, Brave Writer came out with a new level for their mechanics and literature called Quill, and I am super excited about it. It uses picture books and does activities on those picture books, and I just think it's going to be fantastic. So I am 100% picking that up and 100% adding that into our curriculum for my youngest kiddos. I think it's going to be super fun, so that is what we will be using for our preschool year. And then of course things like little workbooks and just general, you know, sensory bins and things like that we'll be using. So that will be what my littlest two will be doing, and they'll be doing school together. And my son is 5 and my daughter is 3. He's not quite ready yet, like, you know, he's not showing a ton of interest yet, and she is. So I'm just kind of put them together and make my life a little bit easier for now and not have to do 4 different things. You know, they're gonna do things together and learn together, and so that's what we're gonna be using for them. Moving on to my 3rd grader. So she is going to be using, I'm getting my notes here. So my 3rd grader is going to be using Gamma for math. We have already started this. She's already about 10 lessons into this already. We are year-round homeschoolers, so we don't start in August and end in May. That's just not how we do things. So when we finish one thing, we start the next one. That's kind of how it goes. A lot of our things do kind of start in August, and then, you know, it kind of does work out that way, but math is one of the ones where we're not like strictly on schedule. So they've already started these. They started these back in January. So they're already a good bit of a way into these programs. So if we happen to finish Gamma, we will move on to the next one. We've been using Math-U-See for years. We have tried other things, so I do have a video comparing and contrasting Math-U-See with some other things, but I've ended up back at Math-U-See. We love Math-U-See, so Math-U-See is what we will be using for math for her. And then we have been using Pinwheels. So yes, Pinwheels is written for kind of like new learners, but we have had so much success using this program. We've been using it kind of like as a review and kind of as like a, you know, really to get a really good grasp on our, you know, learning to read and letters and sounds and all that, phonics and all of that. So that program is what we've been using for language arts. I am going to be adding in some Brave Writer for her as well. We've been using Jot It Down and partnership writing from Brave Writer with both my daughters. We're going to continue doing that. So we will be using those. And then we will also, I'm going to be adding in some read alouds for her and doing some of the mechanic and literature pieces. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the whole year curriculum. I don't know that we have a lot of time for that. So I don't know if we're going to do that or just piecemeal it, which is most likely what we're going to do. But I will be using those for her as well. And those are the ones that will be her separate curriculum pieces, the things that she's doing like on her own. Everything else is either going to be a family subject, or not either going to be. Everything else is going to be a family subject. So I'm going to go ahead and share those family subjects before I move into my 7th grader, since I got them here in front of my face. And so our family things are going to be, we're going to be doing this root words together. We're going to be doing it once a week, and learning about root words, and then hopefully I'm hoping that will help with like spelling and things like that, spelling and increasing vocabulary. We're going to be continuing our philosophy for kids, which we've been using for a year now and we love. That's again a once a week thing. We are going to be continuing our art. We use teaching art with books kids love, and how to teach your children, or how to teach art to children from Evan Moore. We use both of those together in conjunction with each other. We're going to be continuing that. And then we are going to be covering geography still. So we use this geography through art, and then we use some teacher paid teacher things. I have a whole video about this that I'll link for you. But we have this binder that we use and we just have a tab for each continent, and we just do, I've created this worksheet. I'm working on figuring out how to get this worksheet for you guys to have as a freebie. And then some teacher paid teacher things that we use as well. And so we will be continuing geography as a group subject as well. To go along with geography, we've been doing fairy tales, and I have a whole video for that. I'll link it there for you. We are going to be continuing that as well. So the geography includes the fairy tales. We do them kind of like together. So that is, and then last but not least, we'll be doing Real Science Odyssey Astronomy levels 1 and 2. I'm going to kind of be using them together to create a family science unit study. We're going to be learning about astronomy, and we're excited about that. One other thing I'm going to be doing with my daughters individually, I got them each one of these Mom and Me journals, and what it is just like a side-by-side, one for Mom and one for me. And then that is like they give you a journal prompt to draw about, and then you can just spend time with each other. So that is another thing that we are going to be, doing once a week in our homeschool. Moving on to my oldest daughters. She decided she wanted to join me for this, so she is going to help me show you guys what we're going to be doing for her 7th grade year coming up. And you want to show the math first?
Pre-algebra.
She's been doing pre-algebra. She's on she just finished lesson 8, I think. Yeah. And so she has been working through that. We skipped a couple of levels and jumped into pre-algebra a little early just because I felt like she could handle it, because we could go back and review anything that we needed to.
And the level we didn't want to do was all fractions.
And then there was like a level that was mostly fractions, and we're just not our thing. So we decided to do this, and we're just kind of going slowly through it. If we finish pre-algebra before the year is out, because same thing with my younger daughter, like we're not on the whole year, we'll move into algebra if we need to. So that is what we are doing for math. Moving on to language arts, we have
sequential spelling.
Sequential spelling.
Oh.
What else? Do this one next.
Fix it grammar. I like I like this a lot.
You like this one a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
It's your new favorite. What's your new favorite? That's the teacher manual. So Fix It Grammar. We are loving Fix It Grammar. You can show them this one.
More teacher manuals.
So this is daily paragraph editing from Evan Moore. We're not going to be using it daily like I had initially thought. I found that before Fix It Grammar. We love Fix It Grammar way more, so we'll be using that mostly, but the daily paragraph editing is there in case we want to do some. Do this one next.
Okay. Lightning literature.
This is Lightning Literature. We'll be using it for grammar and literature.
And a rock.
And then we will be using, we've been using Jot It Down and partnership writing together, like I said before. And I'm going to be getting the next one, which is now called Building Confidence. They changed the name of it. So I'll be getting that. We'll be using that as writing assignments for her instead of the writing assignments that come in the Lightning Literature. And then last but not least,
Titanic.
Titanic is going to be our first history unit study. You can put it down now.
Oh, I thought it said Titanic. Titanic.
So Titanic is going to be the first one, but what have you asked to do for history this year? What books did you want to use?
History Smashers.
History Smashers. Do you want to go get the first one and show it to them?
Ba-ba-da-da.
Alright, so we did this one last year, the History Smashers Women's Right to Vote, and she just but she really loved this History Smashers book. So she's asked for history to do the rest of the books. So the first one we're doing, we just started, is the Titanic. So we are going to do the Titanic, and then we are going to do, there is the American Revolution,
Pearl Harbor, and the Mayflower.
Mayflower, Pearl Harbor, Underground Railroad, and Plagues and Pandemics. Those are the next 5. There are 7 History Smasher books right now. I hope they're coming out with more. I think they're coming out with more. So those are we've already done one. We're working on the second one. So those are the other 5 that we'll be doing mini unit studies on. And of course, I'll be sharing them here for you guys. So that is math, literature, root words, philosophy, science, history, loop subjects, which are art, geography, and the writing projects. So that is it. That is what we're going to be using for the new coming school year. And yeah, do you have anything you want to say?
No.
No? You want to tell them goodbye?
Bye.
So, thanks for being here today. Remember, the entire week is the back to school collaboration hosted by Ashley at Dash of Homeschool. I'm linking her channel down below, as well as the playlist to today's videos, the curriculum recaps for this coming school year. Most of us have already shared what we're going to be using, but we're just going to kind of recap, put it all in one nice little package for you guys. And if you want to see any of the other videos, head on down to my channel, and they'll be there for you. And don't forget to head on down, share, are you using any of these curriculum pieces, or is there anything that you're excited that you're going to be using this year? Head on down and comment. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up with me. Thumbs up.
I don't know which way.
And that is all I have. So we will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.